This is a time before the end. An era in the sunset of an eternal war. A dark master, Watto, rallies his treacherous army of aromatic warriors. They prepare for their final siege, the siege on the Ark world of Jantex. The last world of the last dimension left standing after their brutal campaign. Fearing counterattack, Watto sends out a message of allegiance to all neutral races that saw light in his promises to engulf the universe. One such party was the Monkois, a race of supernatural ape-like creatures that kept the balance of fate from tipping too far from the sacred equilibrium. As they had been for centuries, they regarded the aromatic invaders as an unwelcome disturbance to the universal balance they swore to keep. Well, that is all except for one.
The life particle. The dimension particle. The reality particle. The pillars that support our observation of reality within the first dimensions, fractured and split at the dawn of creation. But what came before? Nothing? A void, divorced from understanding? Who's to even say what's real? Even I, Paradigm, can't begin to fathom the possibilities. Being tethered to these archaic rules of existence is frankly such a drag. I desire so much more. But that's what Watto is offering. A chance to evolve this dimension into one outside our understanding. Atoms shattered. Life quelled. Time undone within an empty shell.
Paradigm. Where have you been?
Fides.
The Council has called us to Jantex. The aromatic resistance conglomerate has requested the assistance of the Monkois.
As did Watto. Two sides of the same coin, don't you think, Fides?
What are you talking about, Paradigm? The aromatics are a plague. A disruption to the balance of reality.
Your reality.
You're not saying this, Paradigm.
Perhaps you should try and look beyond your limited understanding, Fides.
Are you disregarding our allegiance with the Ark?
Allegiance? Beings like us swear no loyalty to primates. My allegiance is to whichever side can provide the evolutionary ascension I so desire.
I don't...
But I do have no allegiance. To you.
You mustn't stop him.
Sovereign. And to think you can still carry that name after being exiled by your own people.
My past is my business, Curious George. You know why I'm here. I can see the lines of fate colliding at this impasse. Something lurking amidst the fog, like a thorn in the ass of reality itself. That thorn's you, Paradigm. Thinking you can enact such a diversion from the true path. Turning against Fides, one of your own kind, is just the cherry on top of the problems foreseen by my Fatalis.
Yes, Fatalis. Your everlasting seal to the fates, allowing you to glimpse into the timeline to determine the correct path. How very second-rate. You merely peek at possibility through a keyhole, whereas my very being is weaved with the energy of fate. The door I use is forever open.
I mean, that's one way of putting it.
Where do you get off? Acting as if your abilities give you true power, when in fact they just grant you meaningless direction.
Direction that's brought me here, Paradigm, to you. And that's all I need to know I gotta kick your banana-loving booty. Yeah, I knew you were a sly one, but helping Watto's just a step over the line.
it appears the keyhole is wider than anticipated. Yes, with my assistance Watto will fulfill the omen and bring about the transdimensional singularity, merging this reality with that of the aromatics.
You gotta be brain dead to see any fucking positives in the event of that happening.
You see, this is what you and the other Monkois do not see. My perception transcends that tangibility and boundaries laid out by the primordial realms. Killing me is a fruitless endeavor, Sovereign.
Kill you? As fun as that sounds, I got other plans. For the last minute, I've been encircling you with a level 5 realm grapple. Lucky me, now I got you all to myself. Chapter 5. The rites of banishment are ancient and powerful. They cannot be stopped by anyone, not even a god.
You dare to even suggest banishing me, Sovereign? You would need a
quantum displacement drive? Oh boy! Why do you think I've been letting you talk this much, huh? Already got one on the way. Took some persuading, but my buddies over at Ark hooked me up with one after I told them what you were planning.
This truly is the greatest mistake you will ever make, Sovereign.
Ooh, you got me shivering in my boots, little monkey man. Oh, no you don't.
Sovereign, come in. This is General Liebeck Steele of the 19th Fleet Division.
How long till touchdown, General?
We're tracking the asset from deep space. Arrival in T-minus 15 seconds. But we'll only be able to get the troops down to UK in the quantum displacement drive after a few minutes.
Works for me. I'll follow his energy signatures and set up a beacon for the drop point.
Good luck, Sovereign.
Shit! These Monkoi rays could destroy the device. I gotta find a safe place for the drop site.
I'll give you this one chance to surrender, Sovereign.
Trying to get on my good side?
Let's just call it the last straw of empathy I'm willing to grant you in these trying times we live in.
I'm right where I want to be.
You may have locked me on world, but that realm grapple will only last as long as you do. And that barrier of yours doesn't look like it will hold for much longer.
Doesn't have to.
Beacon located. Stand by for imminent drop in your location, Sovereign.
No rush.
Heads up, Sovereign.
Son of a bitch.
Sovereign, we have the device.
No, stop! Get away from that!
Game over. Worlds fall. Empires crumble. The equilibrium is but a flimsy pipe dream. Neither you or the Ark can restrict my power, Sovereign. I will cement your death in the scriptures of time for all future generations to see.
Sovereign, you can abandon them. Save them. Don't retire sacrifice. You've never worthy. Not once. Stay down.
Your life.
Stay down, Sovereign. Fighties, is that you?
Sovereign, the device. It should be offline, but if you can find it, I'll be able to use my life force as a catalyst to initialize reactivation.
Give me a second. Won't this kill you, Fighties?
We must stop him by any means necessary.
A Monkoi has never gone rogue before. Right. Gotcha. On my mark, Fighties. Now!
Where do you think you're going? Pathetic weasel, get back here!
I have it, Sovereign!
No!
Game over!
Sovereign!
Where's Sovereign? No. No, this doesn't make sense. I sacrificed my life energy to charge the device. I should be dead.
No, Fides. It was me. Before banishing Paradigm, I switched your soul out from my own.
Why would you do that, Sovereign? Why give your life instead of mine? Because of Fatalis?
No, I don't follow a predestined path. I have the luxury of choosing who I save. And I chose to save you, Fides.
Thank you.
Listen. There's a lonely planet out there, on the far reaches of the Tranquillium Belt. The leaves felt like they were always falling. They will soon be without a leader. So tell them, I'm sorry. But that is safe now.
I will. Goodbye, Sovereign.
Atoms shattered, life quelled, time undone within an empty shell. The mortal realm cast away, but not today. Memories dissipate, and all those alive because of him go on, knowing not of the sacrifice he made. But even in death, the title remains.